Now what do I do? Do I start a show?
We're up in the kitchen, we're making a mess. With original recipes, we're trying our best. We hope it tastes good, cause that's the point of this thing. We're whipping it up, we're whipping it up, we're whipping it up with WhizzbangBAM.
What's up, everybody? My name is Brad Goodall. That jingle you just heard,
We're up in the kitchen, we're making...
I composed that. What can I say? That's what I'm good at. This is what I'm not good at. Let's start with a beer. That'll make it easier. Let's get started on the chimichurri. Can I do that whole intro again? Is that okay?
Your show, man.
Woo!
Welcome back.
We're back! How's it going, everybody? I'm Brad Goodall, and this is Whipping It Up with WhizzbangBAM. Today, we're making steak with a chimichurri sauce. No sides. That's all you're getting. I am not a cook. I'm not a chef. I have no business hosting a cooking segment. But we're trying new things, baby. We're flying by the seat of our pants here. Let's start. Was it chimichurri? Is this parsley? This is parsley? Is this proper technique? Hey Siri, help me.
If your safety is at risk, ask me to call emergency services or someone you trust.
That was dark. Siri's response to me asking for help was really scary. If I do need help, my trusty, the real chef here, Zach Owens, is gonna step in.
Black soy sauce. Give it a rip.
Oh.
Rosé. You know, Pete Rose should have like his own rosé.
But I think I can handle it. It's just a chimichurri sauce, man. It's simple. There's like 6 ingredients here. We got a pepper, jalapeno pepper, 1 shallot, a couple of cloves of garlic, EVOO, red wine vinegar. We're gonna dice it all up, and we're gonna put it in a mortar and pestle. We're not using a food processor over here. We're gonna use all this, I think. It's a big bushel. It's slowly getting diced. See that knife shaking? I'm scared I'm gonna cut my finger off and I'm gonna have no job. Not that I have one now. Playing music's not a real job, by the way. It's not a real career, it's just make-believe. We're dicing it up. We're dicing it up. We're dicing it up with WhizzbangBAM. Bing! All right, that's starting to look pretty good, I think. I've made this chimichurri before and it turned out fine, but it was like a blur. It was a blackout. Somehow I just ended up on the other side with a good tasting sauce. And sometimes I think cooking is like that. You just turn on the jets and go. All right. We're ready to put whatever this is in whatever that is. First step is here. How do we do this? Do we just scoop it up? Oh, we gotta do the garlic first. We're gonna grind up some garlic with a little mortar and pestle? Mortuary? Grinding up some garlic. We're making a chimichurri. I'm hosting a cooking segment. Nothing here makes sense. None of this should be happening. Does that look right?
Yeah, just get it and just really
Mash it harder than that?
Yeah.
Had to check in with the producer again, real quick, make sure I'm grinding garlic right. Can't do anything right in this kitchen. Hey Siri, give me a compliment.
There are no words to describe what makes you so great. So I made up this one. Awesome? It's like being awesome, but you also make me laugh.
Dude, Siri is a mensch. Siri is so nice. She will help you If your confidence is feeling low while you're hosting a cooking show, she'll call the police if you're in an emergency. God, I love Siri. All right, I'm thinking this is getting pretty good. It's looking like a paste now. It's starting to look a little pasty. I think that's a good sign. Oh, hold up. Prosciutto break. Don't worry about it. Nothing has to happen right in this cooking show. While cooking, it's important to have cold cuts lying around. Now I have to dice shallots, man. I'm so nervous with this knife. I got to be very careful with my finger. I'm nervous. This blade is shaking. Oh God. Close call avoided. All right, I'm feeling better now. I'm working my way in. I learned a new dicing technique. I think this chimichurri is gonna turn out good. I'm feeling better. Prosciutto just pepped me right back up, baby. What the is happening? This is a complete blur. We're dicing up shallots. We're still working on the chimichurri. It's been an hour and a half, and we put 2 ingredients. It's been an hour and a half, and we put 2 ingredients in a bowl thing. Dicing, 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 dicing. Here we go. Dicing, dicing, dicing. Hosting a cooking show. Dicing, dicing, dicing. I hope I get this done. Dicing, dicing, dicing. I am having fun. Ooh, ooh. We making food now. We got 2 ingredients in there. We are cooking. Gordon Ramsay ain't got shit on me. Yelling at a bunch of staff members, humiliating everybody all the time. Good luck trying to humiliate me, Gordon Ramsay. I'm the one holding the butcher knife. You better be scared. I wouldn't actually harm him, but I would intimidate him if he got in my face, called me an idiot sandwich. Wouldn't tolerate that. Last thing, we got a pepper. We got to dice this bad boy up. How long have I been doing this? I'm always chopping something up. Is this what cooking is like? Hey Siri, what's the number for Domino's? This is taking forever.
One option I see is Domino's
Shut up!
Pizza on 20th Street.
Zip it!
Domino's Pizza on Carter Avenue, Ashland, about 13 miles due west, and it gets 2.5 stars. It's open today from 10 a.m. to 1 a.m. Does that one sound good?
Siri, this is a bit. Deactivate.
I didn't get that. Could you try again?
Me and Siri, we're like leather and lace, baby. We turned the jets on. Hey, we got a food processor in here. It's a little late now, but could have used one. I realize you've been watching me dice stuff for a long time. We're almost to the good stuff. The steaks. Take a look at these. Flank steaks. These are cheap, affordable, but we're gonna season them up and we're gonna cook them up good and they'll be delicious with this lovely chimichurri. This is gonna be a great little meal, and if I can do it, you can do it. It's kind of taking on a little texture of its own, even though we haven't added the olive oil or the red wine vinegar. It's getting wet in there. It's good. It's taking on like a paste form already. That's gotta be a good thing. We are almost done with the chimichurri. We have to add 2 more ingredients. Olive oil. Right in there with the rest of our lovely ingredients. Let's just mix it in and see what happens. Spillage is highly likely here. This is a shallow container, and we're already making a mess, but the olive oil already gives it a nice saucy vibe. All right, we're adding the other stuff. The red juice. We are in chimichurri chimichurri territory now. This is looking like a chimichurri. I really don't want to spill it or waste any of our good sauce that we're making here, our delicious sauce. Oh boy, this could get sloppy. Oh my gosh, 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 oh my gosh. Ooh, that really looks good. I did it. That doesn't look bad at all. That is vibrant, it's green, it looks delish. There's a couple of pieces of garlic in there that are maybe a little bit too chunky, but that's okay. We're winging it, we're having fun. We're done with the chimichurri. All right, everybody, it's steak time. I salted these off camera. I know that's a cooking show faux pas, but we still gotta finish seasoning these bad boys. We're just gonna cook one for you guys. A little crushed pepper. Let's rub it in on both sides. We need garlic powder. Now this makes me a little nervous, so I'm going to pour this garlic powder into my hand here and do a little of this action. Ooh. That's a lot. That's a lot of garlic powder on the steak. Okay, we seasoned that one. It's time to turn on some f***ing heat. Hold on. Hold on. That's full max power. We're good with heat. All right, we got a pan. We're gonna let that get really hot. We're gonna put some vegetable oil in there because it is officially becoming steak time. I know we spent a lot of time on that chimichurri. Spent a lot of time on camera dicing up stuff. Probably should have had that prepped. Whatever, it's my first time. Were you good at your job on the first day? I doubt it. It's oil time. Not too much, but just enough. Woo! Let's coat that pan. So we've coated the pan with vegetable oil. It's popping. It's flaming. We're just gonna let that sizzle, baby. Nothing else to do but just to wait.
Hey, Brad, give us an update on your record.
I have a shirt underneath here that says, "Where is the album?" But I'm wearing a very nice cooking jacket, but the t-shirt underneath here says, "Where is the album?" Because I've spent about 3 years on a record. That's way too long to spend on one album. That'll never happen again, but I'm trying to make it perfect for you guys. But right now I want to focus on cooking, because if I think about music, I'll get all angry and frustrated about how long it took me to make that thing. Siri is not going to help me with this. I'm going to just mentally time making this steak. I'm not going to ask Siri for help. I'm not going to set a timer. I'm going to count in my head, and we're going to get these puppies medium rare and perfect. Starting to smoke a little bit. See that smoke? Let's drop a steak in the pan, shall we? Tongs? Let's do it with our hands. And a glove. Woo! Mentally timing the steak. It's all mental. No help from Siri here. Just gonna be able to tell when that crust is perfect. Just gonna be able to see it. No producer or assistant behind a camera is going to cue me on when this steak is perfectly crusted. The juices, the crust, it's all happening right here. Will I burn my nose? Will I melt my glasses? Only time will tell. Waiting on that cue. Hey producer, is this steak done? Let's just take a look. Also, let's feel her. Ow! You don't want to move a steak too much. We might have flipped it a tad early, but we can let it go. This feels good, this looks good. We're gonna add some butter now. Right there in the corner of the pan, let that melt. Ooh, you can see it smoking, boy. We're also gonna add a little garlic. We're gonna let that cook. And then once this butter gets going, we're gonna tilt this pan and start ladling it right onto that steak there. They haven't added a smell feature to YouTube or Instagram yet, but this is smelling pretty good over here, I gotta say. Pretty good for an amateur. All right, the butter's melted. I feel like I need more butter, honestly, but we're gonna start spooning that right onto that steak there. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Boy, that's looking good. I am surpassing my own expectations for this steak. I had no vision other than me messing this up in 4K for you people. Turning out pretty good, I think. I think we have some more butter coming at us right now. A little bit more butter. We're gonna make it a little bit more fatty, a little bit more juicy. It's butter time over here. That looks good, my friends. We're gonna pull it now. We're gonna let it sit. Biggest mistake people make, they start eating the steak, they don't let it sit. You gotta let that sit for a little while. Let those juices soak back into the meat. Take that off the heat, and we're gonna turn that heat off. We're gonna let that steak sit for a moment, maybe 5-10 minutes. We're gonna put it here, and then we're gonna ladle on some of that chimichurri that I worked so hard on. My glasses are covered in grease, but that's okay. Should have worn contacts today. Honestly, guys, I have a confession to make. I've been dumbing down my cooking skills to make a lot of people in this room feel more comfortable. I actually studied in France for 6.5 years. No one knows this. I've earned 6 Michelin stars total. 2 different restaurants, 3 Michelin stars apiece. I am a 6 Michelin star chef. I've been dumbing down my skills to make my friends feel more comfortable. This is kindergarten cooking. I could do this while in a medically induced coma. This is child's play. But I am a good friend more than I am a cook. And I want all of my friends to feel prideful, happy, and encouraged to cook at the non-expert level, like myself. So, this I would never serve to a normal person, but to these jabronis, it's lunch on a Saturday. There you go, you got your bit. Ah! All right. Glasses are still foggy, but we're gonna move this steak to the old cutting board here, and we're gonna put a little bit of that chimichurri on it, cut it up, serve it, eat it. It's ready to go right here. Ooh, let's see how it does. If it looks bad, I have another one I can do. Oh, I don't know, that looks pretty good. That looks like medium rare to me. Wow. Yum! Look at the juices, look at the juices. All right, now let's glaze some chimi on it. How much to put on it? I'm not exactly sure, but we're just gonna glide that right across that right there. That looks pretty good to me. Maybe just a bit more in the center there. All right, that enough chimichurri for you guys? Looks all right to me. Take a look at that right there. We got a flank steak with a chimichurri sauce right on top there. That's all right by me. And I have 6 Michelin stars. That looks pretty good to me. What do you guys think? Let's eat some meat. Let's try it. We'll try that end piece right there. Not bad at all. Very good, if I do say so myself. That's delicious. That should not have turned out as good as it did. That's fantastic. This has been Whipping It Up with Whiz Bang. I'm Brad Goodall. Thanks for hanging out, guys. Peace.